welcome back to the Lion City Cup edition of Tracktalk, and we're now up to race number 4 on the programme. We can take a look at the Zach Spirit 2016 Stakes. He was a good horse, wasn't he?
Yeah, Zach Spirit is over sprinter, Lion City, twice wins 2 times in the Lion City Cup.
And we might see those colours in the winner's enclosure again, the Zach Casa. So if you're a fan of the Zach stable, that'll be the horse to probably be. But as you can see, the field for this Class 5, over 1,200 metres, we're going to take a look at Yes One Bull shortly, who won last time out. Vlad Jurek rides Showbound. You've also got St. Alwyn in here, who's been in good form. And coming up, gets a run. Jimmy Wong takes the ride. Household Dynasty has been scratched, so Jimmy will be on board the 13 horse. Okay, here's Yes One Bull, who got the win last time. Now, the form of this race, Ray, working out okay, because the horse that ran second, we saw win last week.
Yes, that was Godfather's first time preferee in that distance. He went to the front, Yes One Bull, went to the front quickly, caught everybody off guard, and got the win for the first time. Yeah, that was a good run. Yes One, Godfather next time came out, he won the next race then.
Yeah, he did. He won his next start, and obviously the form, I don't think is probably the strongest in the world, but I mean, you always want to see the horses behind you come out and win, because it obviously strengthens the form. I must ask you about a couple in the race, though. I want to ask you about your top pick shortly as well, but just a line on, say, St. Alwyn. I mean, he's been racing very well. Course and distance record is looking good. I know he's yet to win.
Yeah,
but could this be the time he wins?
I don't know. Maybe he's probably a very consistent type of horse, but we don't win. So a little bit giving up on him. So yeah, I put him on play sense for keeping safe.
Yeah, I've gone with Happy Friday. I thought his run last time was better than it actually looked on paper. But you've got the first time Class 5 starter Gamely on top here.
Yeah, remember Gamely racked up a lot of sex money in a restricted maiden. He was ultra consistent earlier last year, 2020. Yeah, I think coming down to Class 5, so it's not a very strong Class 5, so I give Gamely a chance.
Now here's an interesting fact, because Gamely has won 197,000 plus a little bit of small change, $21. Now, the only other horse that's won anything near that is Red Riding Wood. He's had 56 starts. Gamely's had 33, so he's had 23 more starts, and Gamely's won more money.
Yeah, of course. Gamely,
more experience. Also, it just goes to show how consistent he was.
How lucrative and the restricted maiden is. So if you are thinking of getting some new horses, go to the restricted maiden.
Of course.
Start off.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But for me, I'm going with Happy Friday. As I say, he's run last time better than it looks on paper. Go and have a look at it. He was a little bit unlucky in the run. I think he can go better here. St. Alwyn in as well. He's been wonderfully consistent. I haven't actually got Gamely in, but Showbound in for third, Yes One Bull in for fourth. But I concede that Gamely is not without a chance down in grade. 2:10.98 for me.
Yeah, tricky little race. I'm going for number 1 Gamely. Number 9 Showbound. I think there is unfinished up on him. Number 2 Happy Friday. Have been consistent last start. And I hope they've been knocking on, been consistent without a win. So my number is 19210.
Let's move on to one of the better races on the card, the War Affair 2015 Stakes. Over a mile, this Class 3. Smallish field of 9 only. King Louis down in grade. Spirit of Big Bang's been in super form. Online, Vlad Jurek, drawn gate 7, Leatherhead. We'll hear from Ricardo Lagrange shortly regarding that one. Hakeem Cameroon will ride, and further down, Axel racing out of his grade. So too Assad. Both horses are actually eligible for something a little bit easier. Well, Ricardo Lagrange is always extremely generous with his time to us here on the Singapore Turf Club broadcast, and earlier on this week I managed to pop round and catch up with Ricardo to chat about his runners in this race. Ricardo, Leatherhead winner just last week, and it was a good, tough, gutsy win as well, so I imagine that pleased you immensely, and back to the well again this.
Yeah, so he was... Unfortunately, there's no more poly miles for his division for some time. I looked at him on Monday morning. He looked really good. His weight was still spot on. He's a tough bugger, but a weight relief now. I'm going to put Hakim on him. And look, it's a strong race, but he's a tough horse, and I think he definitely deserves his chance to have a crack again.
He certainly would do, as you say, and obviously it is a stronger race. The likes of Spirit of Big Bang certainly won't be hard to beat. But with your horse, as you say, you've touched upon the fact is that he is very tough. And I mean, the manner in which he lifted last week was rather impressive. And I guess if you've got that quality in a horse, then you're sort of halfway there, really, aren't you?
Well, that's it. And he's tough, and he's a 530 kilo animal. He came back, he ate up every grain of oat in his manger, and his attitude's been good. So look, we'll obviously monitor him till Saturday morning, but at this stage I'm happy with him to go again.
And just your other horse, just a quick line on King Louis. He's up at the top, obviously. Obviously, it's there for all to see that he has obviously taken a bit of a drop in grade, clearly. Where would he be at the moment, Ricky?
Well, I was actually quite happy with his last run, to be honest with you. I backed him up quickly and he ran home quite nicely. He's obviously not where he was a year or two ago, that's obvious to see, but I just feel I've done a couple of different things with him. I've galloped him on different tracks. I think it's more a mental thing with him. He's sound, he's healthy, he's happy. He just needs to sort of get his mojo back again.
He certainly would do, King Louis. Obviously, he's a horse who's been placed, Ray, in 3 Group 1s, and remember that race with I'm Incredible in the QE2 Cup. I mean, he was beaten a hairbreadth. He's a quality horse on his day, King Louis.
On his day, yes, on 2019, that was his best time. Really went for a lot of Group 1, group races. A couple of times was being placed, so that was a good performance then. But he's somehow lost his job away a little bit of late.
He has, and obviously Leatherhead there, as we heard from Ricardo, a winner last week. He's a real tough horse, isn't he?
Tough horse, of course, this time not stepping up in Class 3, not going to be easy, but he's a speedy type of horse in terms of 1600, so he's probably going to be the one that lead the pace.
Yeah, he certainly will. And obviously, just to touch upon, actually, Ricardo put it out via social media that very, very sadly, you might notice that the horse is running different colours this week, those of Paulo Mendoza. Rodolfo Mendoza, who actually owned this horse, Paulo's father, sadly passed away this week, so our condolences to the Mendoza family, and we hope that their runners this weekend can do him proud. Let's take a look at Online, who is a horse who's been racing very well over this course and distance road. We're going to take a look at him on turf, though. Wonderfully versatile, and Jurik's back on board.
Yeah, of course, I definitely think that his turf form was slightly better than his body form, but a couple of times he was really unlucky. He couldn't find the space to run on. He needed a little bit of luck, a lot of luck here to find clear traffic to run on.
Yeah, that was a good run there last time. That was behind Big Hearted, let's not forget. So really super form. Handicappers put him up 2. Here's Spirit of Big Bang now. We're going to take a look at him. We've got Exceed Natural and Assad in the race as well. This is a good horse. This race was not run to suit him last time. The 2 leaders were sort of couldn't decide who wanted to go on, and this horse has really toughed it out strongly.
Yeah, he turns out he freshened up. This is the 3rd run, and after he freshened up from the break, he's got to see the speedy type of horse. He can go to the front and probably lead from wire to wire.
I think it's his ideal running style, but as you say, last time he had to do that, and he won by a head, making all. So handicaps put him up 5. There's his track work. Louis at the controls on the morning of the 20th there, and he's only had 1 run on polytrack, so he's unproven on the surface, but he has run well on it. That run was 2 back behind Charisma of all horses. So he's operated on the surface. He's in good form. Connections think he's a better horse than this level. I mean, I'm sure they're eyeing off maybe a Gold Cup or something like that. So he's a very interesting runner on poly. Yeah,
he looked good on of late. Definitely, this is going to be his kind of 1600. Poly track, there's a question mark. You have not done it in the 1600, so. I don't know, maybe he's a one of serious contender today.
Yeah, just give me a line on Axel as well, Ray, because I know he's racing out of his grade. Jelen Sial will be on board. She'll ride at 49. Her minimum's 48.5, so she'll do the 49. He's not got a lot of weight, and he's been racing well. I mean, he doesn't know he's in a Class 3. If he's going as good as he has been, he might just be a place chance.
Yeah, well, with some luck, maybe Jolene might get her first win in Singapore. Axel, of course, stepping on distance of late. Lightweight, anything can happen. It might surprise.
Yeah, it's very true, actually. Anything can happen, especially in a race of this size, just 9 runners. But for us here in the studio, I think it was Michael Clements all the way, and not possibly with the one that you think. Online is going to be my selection here. Spirit of Big Bang, obviously, I think will be popular amongst the punters. Leatherhead in for 3rd. He's in good form, and he'll race well again. And a little bit of value, just quickly on Skyrocket. He actually beat King Louis off of 76 over this course and distance way back on the 2nd of September 2018. So they're renewing old acquaintances. 3, 2, 4 and 5.
Well, I'm going for the number 3 Online. Of course, feel like they have not done, still the job undone. And number 2, Spirit of Big Bang, good form. Number 9, Assad, good speed. Number 4, Leatherhead. 3, 2, 9, 4.
Yes, Online, Ray and I siding with the same horse once again, and unsurprisingly, really, Online is a horse who I think's got a serious chance. Race 6 is the Zach Spirit 2014 stakes, so given that he won the race twice, he gets 2 races. 2,000 metres the trip, gravel road up at the top. We got Silcado in here as well. Big regards. Jurek writes, big regards. Well, that was a very interesting booking. Further down to a last start winner accumulation, who we'll take a look at shortly. Roman Classic might not be out of this. Iron Fist, Brother Mac Mac, and Flash the Flag is the emergency. 0 from 19, and that may well just continue whether or not he does get a run. Here's accumulation. Let's have a look at his win last time, Ray. Look, not many horses win off the mark he did. 26. We do see it obviously, but here he is going up in trip and 14 days on.
Yes, 14 days on. To be frank, I've been underestimated this accumulation. Last time I didn't really look up to him, but he did really perform well.
He did. I mean, look, that was a nice enough sort of win, wasn't it, over Mile? I mean, it wasn't a strong race. Salial ran second, so it probably isn't a race to really hang your hat on. I quite like Big Regards here. I just think with Vlad riding, he's been slow to start, and I think Vlad might just sort of grab a hold of this horse and say, right, come on, you've got a job to do, and you're doing it. So I was happy with the booking with Vlad on board.
Yeah, you're right about it. Big Regards, of all these horses, 2,000 meters, he won 2 times in this course and distance.
Good form.
So he's the horse to beat in terms of the distance and stamina, and of course with champion jockey on board.
Yeah, absolutely. Good to see Vlad on board him. Actually, I think he's a live chance and can get the job done. I think there'll be money for him as well. Actually, Jupiter Dragon in for second for me. Roman Classic actually caught the eye last time a little bit. Didn't run too badly. And accumulation goes in as well, but not a deep race. But Big Regards for me. 4, 9, 12, 11.
I'm treading on the wild side. I'm looking for number 7, Fountain of Fame, first time starting on the 2,000 meters. Number 4, Big Regards. Number 6, Blue Chips. I will not talk about him too much, but he has been lurking somewhere. Number 11, Accumulation. 7, 4, 6, 11.
That is the Class 5, the second of 2 Class 5s over 2,000 metres. We are working closer to the Group 1 $300,000 Lion City Cup coming up this weekend here on Tracktalk. But before we get there, after the break, we are going to hear from Tim Fitzsimmons regarding his very smart horse, Relentless, on Saturday's card. So much more still to come on Tracktalk. Hope you can join us after this break.